What is going on, college hoops fans? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking some Indiana Hoosier basketball. I'm going to talk about what they did this offseason, give you guys my projected starting lineup for them, and most importantly, I'm going to let you guys know why I think Indiana basketball could be back to glory, because I think they have potential to not only be competitive in the Big Ten Conference, but make a deep run in this year's tournament. So without further ado, I want to get started. I just want to say subscribe if you guys are new. We do a ton of college basketball content here on the channel, and hit that like button. That helps spread the video out to more college basketball fans. Let's get it started. Alright guys, so the most important thing that Indiana did this offseason was really just returning 4 starters from last year's team, and that includes Trayce Jackson-Davis, who opted out of the NBA draft. He's returning to Indiana this season, and he has been a beast his entire collegiate career, including last season, which was his best season. He averaged 18 points per game and 8 rebounds per game, and I really felt like he was coming into his own towards the end of last year, and this year he is going to be a superstar in college basketball. I'm calling it right now. I'm very excited for his return and what he is going to do this season. But that's not all. They still have 3 more returning starters, including Race Thompson, 11 points per game, 7 rebounds a game last season, a good defender at the forward position, and their starting point guard, Xavier Johnson, who I think is a very underrated player on this team. He averaged 12 points per game last year, 4 rebounds a game, 5 assists per game, and a steal a game. He is a good defender, a 6'3" point guard, and this guy is a good facilitator. I love Xavier Johnson's game, and it is really good for this team. They are also returning a 4th starter in Miller Kopp. If he can pick it up as well, those 4 players are looking scary. Now let's talk a little bit about what Indiana did in recruiting this year. They picked up 2 big-time players who are going to be able to play right away, whether it's starting or off the bench, and including 5-star combo guard Jalen Hood-Schifino, and he is a 6'5" combo guard, 210 pounds, 5-star recruit, number 22 in his class, and this guy is going to be a stud, and he is going to be able to give you great production right away his freshman season. They also brought in a 4-star recruit power forward Malik Reneau. He is 6'8", 210 pounds. Like I said, a 4-star, number 28 in this year's class. So 2 top 30 recruits coming in for Mike Woodson in his first true recruiting class. That is awesome to see. Now I'm going to give you guys my projected starting lineup for the Indiana Hoosiers this season. At the point guard position, we already talked about an Xavier Johnson. I think that this is such a huge piece for this team. At the 2, I have freshman Jalen Hood-Schifino. I think that he could start right away, and I think that Mike Woodson will start him right away. At the 3, we have Miller Kopp. If he can step it up this year, then Indiana is really looking scary this year, but he is there at the 3. At the 4, we have Race Thompson. Talked about him already. Really good player. If he can up his scoring a bit as well, that will be great for Indiana. And at the 5, you already know we have Trayce Jackson-Davis. So that is kind of a smaller lineup. That is just my personal projected lineup. You could go a few different directions with this. This is not set in stone, just what I am thinking Indiana might do next season, because you also have a great bench player who I think has good potential in Trey Galloway, still a young player. He could maybe step in there for Kopp. Or you have freshman Malik Reneau. I don't think he'll start year 1, but he can still be a great bench piece for this team. I don't know. Indiana can go a few different directions with their starting lineup. Let me know your projected starting lineup for them down below if you disagree with mine. I also wanted to talk about Mike Woodson as a coach. I think having him as a coach could bring Indiana basketball back to glory. In his first season at head coach last year, he went 21-14. Made the NCAA tournament in a very, very tough Big Ten conference. I really like Mike Woodson as a head coach, and he's done great in the recruiting pool as well. I think that he could be the coach that could bring Indiana back to being one of the better teams. I mean, this Indiana team is looking very solid for next year. I really do think that they are going to be a top tier team in the Big Ten Conference and have potential to make a very deep run in the tournament and be a top 5 seed at least. I would go as far as saying top 4 or 3 seed next season in the tournament. I'm very high on this team. I'm excited about them. I think Mike Woodson is an excellent coach. He can get the job done. I also just want to say that having Indiana basketball back, I think, is amazing for college basketball. Anytime you have more good teams in college basketball, especially a team that has a history like Indiana, it is just good for the sport. I love it. There's going to be a lot of great teams in Indiana that are going to be good next year, including them, Purdue. I think Notre Dame's going to be really good next year as well. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited. Let me know what you guys think about all this down below in the comment section. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching.